So obviously a lot of dancehall history, we've seen a lot of waves of artists come and go. Do you agree? Is it in your opinion that VYBZ KARTEL is the king of the dancehall? In your personal opinion?
My personal opinion, I will say 100% yes. And I've got various reasons for my answer yes. One is that, how can you have a guy? Yeah. Is this a human being, by the way? He's not an alien. Yeah, it's flesh and flesh and blood, like myself and yourself. Yeah, how can you have a guy, that has been incarcerated in prison, for 13 years, and still making hit songs, not just songs, hit songs from a cell.
Yeah, and do you know what's crazy? You're selling gold and silver from a cell.
From a cell?
From a cell that didn't even have a toilet, but you're selling gold and silver in the world?
From a cell?
That's unheard of.
And, looking back on the stories of him, because everything I'm saying, guys, you can search up on YouTube and that as well, This guy was laying on a mattress and had a mattress on top of him, all right, just to make it, sound like a studio. But it wasn't a studio.
Exactly that. Like
it's
the big hits. Like,
really?
Really? Like really?
Yeah.
This guy made the best of a worse situation, evidently. And as he says in interviews, like his focus was he got people dependent on him. He ain't got time to feel sorry for himself, even though he's had a life sentence put on him, and he was there and he sold gold and silver from a cell. And you see, with me, what I rate about VYBZ KARTEL, like, shouts out to every dancehall king, top ruler that's done it, but I rate with KARTEL is his independent status. KARTEL ain't never staying with no major label or nothing. It's literally him and Gaza Nation to the world,
to the actual world,
and that in itself is something wild. And as you said, 13 years incarcerated and still running the genre, still relevant, still hot topics. Think of all the hits, the Anywhere's,
all in the cell, man. You know what I mean? And I was watching a story of some like influencer on the IG, and basically it was like a barber, and the person who was getting a haircut said to his barber, how do you stay so motivated, like in the sense of how can you get up at 6 o'clock in the morning and cut people's hair? And he said, my friend, all right, he said motivation is good, however, the main thing is discipline. He said that discipline comes before the motivation.
100%.
You know what I mean? If you discipline your mind to do something, you're gonna do it, because motivation comes up in waves, just like the ocean. You know what I mean? But when you're disciplined and you know that I have to do this,
and it takes consistency to be disciplined,
100%, you know what I mean? It takes consistency, exactly that, that is it, that is a KARTEL in my opinion.
100%.
You know what I mean? Like, he is just disciplined, and it's hard to discipline yourself sometimes, especially when you're in certain positions in life. You know what I mean? And
also, as they say, if you wake up on, as they say, linen sheets and stuff, a lot of people lose motivation once they get to a certain point, once they get to a certain rich status. And we know KARTEL is rich.
Oh gosh, yes.
He's rich, but he still grinds like he's poor. His work ethic, his work rate is ridiculous.
And you have to give him his flowers for that, bro.
100%.
You have to give him his flowers for that, man.
I'm telling you, KARTEL, if we had a tune and your crown, we'll be crowning it right now as well. We'll be giving you a crown right now, because I'm telling you, and now real talk, like he motivates because, as I said, you look at him, he's successful, he's independent, he works. Like, if you watch his Instagram, you follow him, he works, and then you think, so if he's at that status and he's still working so hard, it motivates you thinking, what am I doing?
I know.
What am I doing?
I haven't reached anywhere where you reached.
Exactly, not half, not quarter.
But I'm still comfortable in my 9 to 5.
So you're thinking,
in my DJ life.
Exactly.
Everything is practice. So DJ Meg, I just want to fire the question back at you now. All right. When it comes to the crowning of VYBZ KARTEL, do you agree with it or do you disagree with it, and why?
Long overdue, in my opinion.
Nice.
He's been kinging You know, even before he got locked up, he had the place in a frenzy, you know. He'd been doing well. And as I said, shout out to all the other artists that have been doing their thing, you know, the ones that have been reigning, doing this and that. But at the end of the day, kingship gets passed on and passed down and, you know, and come on, Teacher's it right now. Like, who's really doing it as big as him right now? And since he touched back road, you know, last year, I swear it's coming up to a year, or just about a year.
Just about a year now.
You know, and look at what he's done. Even the genre's lifted.
It's lifted big time. Yeah,
you know, look at the stadiums being sold out, and other artists are benefiting from it too. Do you know what I mean? It's not just him. Like, he's raised the profile of the genre of dancehall. You know what I'm saying? So, of course, that's kingship, man. That's kingship.
You know, collaborating with all these international stars that are not dancehall.
Exactly. And
artists.
And it's great to see people like Drake. You know, Drake is at the top of the game, regardless of what people's opinion are with him and Kendrick, whatever. He's at the top of the game. He's at the upper echelon of hip-hop. You know, and his admiration for VYBZ KARTEL. You know what I'm saying? And not just him, all the artists, the Busta Rhymes. You know, it just goes deep. Ray Shmurray and all them people, like, it just goes deep.
And obviously, you know, we all know Khaled as well. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man. Shouts out to Khaled. Khaled's the person that, you know, he's loved the reggae dancer from a long time.
Yeah.
Big DJ as well, sound killer as well. Clashing, all these things. But now, man, like, KARTEL deserves it. And, you know, like, big up everyone that has ambition to overthrow him and all them things, but you got a lot to do. Like, you got a lot to do. It's not just, you know, have a couple of hot songs and, you know, like, really?
It's true. As you said, DJ Mega, I totally agree with you. It is long overdue. I mean, I've been praying this guy, you know, from, oh gosh, like 2005. You know what I mean? Up to the times, you know, not Black Cartel times.
Yes, sir.
You know what I mean? Like, he was doing bits then, like big bits then.
100%.
And he hasn't stopped.
Not at all.
He hasn't
Not
stopped.
once has he taken a day off when it comes to being a dancehall artist. You know?
Real.
Regardless of what he was going through.
Yeah.
So as I said, like, the kingship, back to your question, 100% deserved. 100% deserved. And as I said, it's more than just having some hot songs that's blowing up the place and, you know, people singing out your tunes. Like, it's the impact. It's the influence. You know, and as I said, you can see what he does.
Yeah. And that is so true.